The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair. Walk with me. All summer long we sang a song and strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind. Hey, big spicy burrito. Niles and Member Berries. DJ Games. Money on my mind. Gaming Coconut. Jacob's here. Timu. Wolverine's in. Willie Plays is back in. Anakin. Ha, Annie, get your gun. Anakin's in. Lix is back. FBI agent. Uh-oh. Jeff's in. Sokamakak. Hey, good to see you again, pal. Shirokage. Not. Hey, what's that friend of yours from the stream? Sokamakak. No, the friend of yours from the stream. Yeah, a Sokamakak. All right, it's not as classic as Who's on First, but I was working. I was riffing. There are so many streams. Mr. Swiss roll. I like Swiss rolls. I like the Swiss cake rolls more specifically that bitch Little Debbie makes. The ones that are chocolate, the vanilla. Oh yeah, I like that. Oh, I like them a lot. I like them. Like 5 boners up. I like them. Hey boy. Hey, I'm a new subscriber, bro, because you're the man. But I just want to know what is free every Friday. Just what is free is for all. Get it? Because it's free for all. Free for all Friday just means that it's anything goes. But then after I started naming these, I realized that pretty much every day in our streams is anything goes. But we stuck with it anyway because we stick to something, even if it doesn't make sense. And I just got noticing. Yeah, wrong side. On my face here, I got like a nasty little gash there, and I don't even know how that happened. I was gonna say I kicked my own ass in my sleep or something, but I'm thinking probably my wife jacked me up. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of dried blood on it now and everything. I didn't even notice it till I can see my pretty reflection in the. I'll keep picking at that until my skin peels. That'll be a good stream. We stick to the sticky stuff. Indeed, we do, Jonathan. Yes, we do. Gon versus Luffy. See, it's I've never been a big fan of cross-platform matchups simply because they're entirely different universes. Brian says just finished the self-take COVID test. A self-take? Oh, I didn't know they had. I didn't know they had self-takes. Not sure if that's where I was supposed to put the Q-tip. Q-tip, but at least it'll probably come back negative. Pick an orifice, any orifice. Yeah, I like that, Ryan. That's just literally just take a stab with it. That's good. Have I shaved recently, Simon? No, I didn't. No, as a matter of fact, I got a shave today. No, it just appeared. Maybe my skin's just falling off or something. Who knows? So where's the stinky boy in the back playing? He's playing League. Yeah, him and his pal from college are playing League. League of Legends. That with his new monitor, now he thinks he's badass too. He's got dual monitors over there. Now here, I'm on the computer every day, obviously, many hours a day between making the videos and doing live streams and stuff like that. And he has equipment 10 times better than what I got. God damn it. We're not playing Minecraft right now, Mr. Swiss Roll. I was hoping to get some in later. I'll tell you guys what's I'll tell you guys what's coming up in the next Minecraft though, because something pissed me off. Brian says, "Oh yeah, I actually had to take one myself for a gig. They won't find me out until it passes." I didn't know. That's how out of touch I guess I am, Brian. I didn't know they had self-test for COVID yet. I thought you had to go to a testing site and get the old long Q-tip stuffed up your nose. That's cool. I didn't know that. It's time to put the boy to work, Chrome says. Yeah, I have to give him that, Chrome. He works all his school year. He works because I've told you guys that he's an RA. So they put in a lot of hours with their duties, along with trying to get their schoolwork done. So he does pretty good. Street Racer says, why am I watching this and playing the game at the same time? I don't know. You guys know I can't multitask like that because I can't just play a game, let alone do that and pay attention to something else. Alt Draw says, I want to ask a question, but I have no clue what to ask. What should I ask you? Oh, I know what you want to ask. Fully erect 2.5. Dota 2? I don't think so, Dustin. He's never mentioned. Well, I shouldn't say he's never mentioned it. If he did mention playing Dota 2, I've forgotten. I don't think he plays that. Do Napa voice, please. I'm high, Sigil says. Well, if you're high enough, you can hear Napa voice anywhere. Big spicy burrito. Does anybody ever wonder if the if the S or the C is silent in scent? Well, no, I hadn't thought of that, and now I won't be able to sleep worrying about it. Thanks. Barry says, so yesterday I mentioned I was waiting for a package that was going to be delivered up until 8 p.m. Didn't come yesterday, but damn well sure he was on my doorstep 7 a.m. Figures. Tim says, steal his equipment. I know I should. He's gimmicked right up over there. And, I get what's left over. Can we revisit some Filthy Frank right now? Not Booty Pie. Yeah, that'd be fascinating for you guys to watch me watching Filthy Frank. Because we're streaming right through YouTube service, their direct line service. So there's no way for me to put anything up on the screen, but I can go watch some Filthy Frank and ignore the chat, I guess. Mr. Swiss Roll says, bro, I'm doing some hand sign training with Konohamaru. I would end up, if I had to do all that shit, I would end up just getting a finger injury. What's long and hard? Math. Philip. Oh, what I was going to tell you guys is when we do get back to Minecraft, because of what happened to me last time, my new goal before I continue building a world or anything is I'm going to torture some goddamn golems. I'm going to need you guys in there with me to give me ideas. I'm thinking of trying to build around him, capture him, and then I'm going to build stairs up. I'm going to build up around him. I'm going to build stairs up to the lip of the structure that I built, and I'm going to get some lava and pour it on his dumb ass. Because now I'm pissed off because he one-shot me. I don't mind losing the fight, but he completely treated me like a redheaded stepchild. He just bitch slapped me into submission. So now he's got to get. I'm just going to take it out on the golems. It's August tomorrow already. I know, Chrome. My SG 100 will go through again. God, it has gone by fast. I mean, I guess we say everybody, we say that a lot about time flying, but it's true. This year, for being a shit year, it really has gone by fast. Jesus Christ, way too fast.
What is your insight, Lux?
Dark Day says, "I sup duty. That's all, banana. I just want banana. Can you please stop saying banana?" My comedy script. Sajili, not the only one who's high here. Hey, Anime Dolphin. So I had a video that was rendering for almost 2 hours. It was finally almost finished, and a storm knocked the power out. Oh my god, Dolphin, I've been there. I've had the power get knocked out at critical times when like a video is rendering, or that makes an old man have a stroke. Let me tell you, and not the good kind of stroke. Hey, Vanessa, good to see you again. We can see the rolls of fat on the back of Stripes' neck now. Hope his health is doing well. Well, in fairness, I mean that's if you put your head back a little bit like he's doing, and you don't have those rolls there, that would mean when you leaned your head forward, your skin would rip. So, July flew by for me. Me too, Gareth. It really has. And again, you wouldn't expect, to me anyway, you wouldn't expect this year to have gone by so quickly, considering that it's been so shitty. I mean, look at 2020. It's done is mocked us and be mean to us. Didn't even give us like bad touch or anything. Just fucked with us. Sam says, "Hey Curtis, I know this Naruto reactor called Ishinobi. He's looking for other reactors to collab on tier lists. Such would you be interested? Not really, just because again, I don't have time to add anything in to try and sync my schedule up with somebody else's and everything. It would just I just don't have the time to do it. Maybe the big 10.0 earthquake, Smokey Loki says, will hit California in August. Unfortunately, I live on the part that will sink in the sea. Oh shit, Loki, get out of there. Because what something was some people got offended online. Well, guys, you know how often do the things I say do right offend people? So it's not like it was unusual. Something came up about California. It was a while ago, so I don't remember what stupidity they had passed. Not that I'm any better because I live in New York, which is the asshole of the East Coast. And I said something online about we need to all us normies, normal people, need to go out to California with hammers and pound on the San Andreas fault. Pissed off a lot of California people. Jesus Christ. What kind of porn is on the monitor in the background? Gay porn. Clearly. Milog says Spazkeet's got 2 screens now. He does. Now he can do 2 of the greatest thing, watch hentai and anime at the same time. You're kind of right though, Milog. That is actually the perfect existence right there. You're not wrong, brother. How the hell did we do that? Street Racer says, "Oh my fucking god, your stream just helped me win my game." We're glad to help because I never win. So if I can just be a party to somebody else's victory, yeah, I'll take it. Culture Vulture says, "Ahoy, Kurt! Any chance of a new Brandon Rogers reaction someday?" Yeah, we've been doing or watching Brandon Rogers videos for years now. So obviously there's always going to be more coming.
I know.
Who's that guy in Naruto controls the bug? Oh shit, what was his name? Well, you guys know me in names. The bug guy in Naruto, the bug kid. Actually, I can picture him. You know, with his hood all pulled up and everything. You guys are gonna say it before I can come up with it. Chino, there you go. Stefan, got it. Yeah, Chino. I never. Well, you guys know that. I never really. I don't dislike him. I just never really got into his character that much. He was just kind of like meh to me, Chino. Jiraiya, shaking jelly says, the man with no screen time. Looks Fox says Superfly. Mary says, I bet Georgia is dumber than New York. The governor there just made a state mandate that overrules all local mask mandates. Masks are not optional in the entire state. You know, Barry, it's sad. We just can't get competent leadership across the board. You're right. That's moronic. And our governor is moronic from the other extreme. Well, for one thing, sending people with COVID back into nursing homes, that was a stroke of absolute genius. It's just across the board. And I don't mean this to slight either side of the political spectrum because it's both sides. We got morons running a lot of shit out there. We really do. It's sad, but it's true. Bug guy Jeff Goldblum. My favorite bug guy of all time, Shirokage, is still you guys know Men in Black. Don't do that. I don't know that guy because I told you guys I used to work with that guy. There was a guy that was a foreman at the job I worked, I retired from, who was the absolute epitome. I mean, he could have sued the producers of Men in Black for taking his likeness. That talks, motion, except he was lazier than the Bugman. He was the laziest man I've ever met still. Jeff Goldblum as president would be hilarious, Brian says, to listen to his speeches at the podium. Yeah. Jeff Goldblum, yeah, it is funny just to listen to him speak, and not because his voice is funny. He's just so, what's the word for Jeff Goldblum and the way he presents himself? He's the kind of guy, and I'm not saying he is this. I'm talking about the way he speaks. He could be a complete moron that knows nothing, but yet you'd believe everything he said just because of the way he's able to purport himself. I love that scene from Mad Mario 5. Oh yeah, man, walk under me so I stick my dicks in you. Basically a giant cockroach. Yes, Alt draw. It's one of the. I mean, it was just a person that I had absolutely zero respect for and just didn't like him. I mean, and as I've always told you guys, I won't say any. Again, what you see, unless I'm playing a character, the person you see on streams, the person you see in videos, that's me. I don't put on airs. So I will, anything I say that I would say here, I would say to someone's face or have said it to their face. So I don't want to seem like I'm backstabbing a guy. He's fully aware that I have zero respect for him and I hate him because I've told him I have zero respect for you and I hate you. And it's just because he was the laziest person I've ever met. And I just to the point where it got to me. But that I swear to you guys, he would finish his sentences. We'd make fun of him all the time and he still couldn't stop doing it. Like if we're on the radio or something, he'd say, "Oh, there's a pickup on Grand Street." Bah. And he would actually throw that bah sound at the end. We don't know what the fuck it meant. He's got to be some sort of alien. I'll tell you how smart this guy was. Years ago, when I was, wrestling a heavy schedule, he was all geeked out over the fact that I was a wrestler. So I had a website up at the time for my wrestling character. So we're getting ready to start our day's work, and like I say, he was the foreman, and the crew was downstairs. He was upstairs on a little balcony there, and he says, "So, he says, send me a link to your website." I said, "I'm not sending you a link to it. It's curtiscandy.com." I said, my ring name is Curtis Candy. You go to curtiscandy.com, you'll be there. "Oh, well, email me a link." I'm like, "Listen, you dipshit. I'm not emailing you a link. I'm telling you, if you want to go to the website, it's curtiscandy.com. And my buddy John goes, "He can't fucking spell it." I'm like, "Come on, no." And he goes, "I'm telling you, he can't spell it." So I asked him, I said, "Hey, spell Curtis Candy." He goes, I'm not spelling it for you. I don't have to prove anything to you." I said, "God damn it, spell Curtis Candy." I'm not proving anything to you." And he goes in the office. This is how bright the guy was. He could not spell Curtis Candy. Wasn't even confident enough of himself to take a shot at spelling it. That's why he wanted to send me the link. So yes, I don't. He was not a favorite person of mine. Hey, Em, good to see you. You're speaking of Wolverine? Fine, just been busy lately trying to figure out things in my life. Well, I hope whatever you're trying to figure out works out really well, Em. It's good to see you, hon. It's good to have you back in. How hard to spell Quartz Candy? Yeah, shaking jelly. And he would, I swear to you, I'm not exaggerating. That guy would make that sound at the end of sentences randomly. I'll read it. Like if he was to say what Yasha wrote, he would say, "Scrub him." "Aw." What does "aw" mean? Maybe he had a stroke. His mom dropped on his head when he was a kid. I don't think he had a stroke. And if his mom dropped on his head when he was a kid, I got to believe it was intentional. probably numerous times. "Aw, yeah, Big Green." I think I have some stand-up clips online. Steven, put in the YouTube search, just put in Curtis Candy stand-up. I think there's some. "Oh, unsubscribe." But he would also put the word "so" at the end of that sound. And again, I'm being perfectly serious. He'd go, "I'll unsubscribe." So. And we still don't know what happened. He would not survive in prison. You're right, Loki. Ramen Noodle says, "I just shit myself." So. Of course, I don't think we have to worry about him watching the stream, because I just found out not too long ago. I met up with the guy who used to be our general foreman where I worked, and he's retired now too, as am I. And this guy that I'm talking about died, I guess, some time ago. So I don't think he's watching the stream. I don't think he probably could have figured out how to work a computer anyway. Maybe that's his weird catchphrase. I think it was Soundwave. I don't think it was intentional, but I think it was. It's like Naruto's data bio. It's just so. M says, "It's been a while." That sucks. Like very much not to have to dish out hundreds of dollars on random car repairs for once. I've had to do so every month since May. And that sucks. I know it's not worth much, but I've been there. I've had months like that where between my wife's and my vehicles, yeah, you get it. And it's the absolute worst because who the hell figures that into your monthly budget? Believe it. It's funny. I'm one of the few people that I never really got annoyed with Believe It. I don't know why. It just made me laugh from the start. And maybe if he'd have kept doing it throughout, it would have gotten there, but I never got too annoyed with it. I kind of laughed at it. R.I.P. Mr. Blah. Yeah, Loki. Well, you guys know that I am, I'm talking back to my days of working. And you guys know that I do not have a gentle touch. And as I've told you, what you see here is what I'm like in real life. So I'm just as obnoxious and abrasive there. I always remember we were talking about how this guy I knew passed away. And I may have told you guys a story. If I've told you, let me know. I won't tell it to you again. But my buddy John has a very similar sense of humor, as do I. And it was the only time I said anything where I saw him viscerally react to where even he was like, "Oh, you're going to hell." And it was a conversation about one of the guys that we used to work with. It's a short little story. If you guys want me to tell you the story, I will. It shouldn't be one of my proudest moments, but I thought it was funny. I don't know what to tell you. When I said it, I thought that was pretty witty. It was something pretty good to come up with on the spot like that. And everybody else in the group, my coworkers, just almost shit themselves. Almost shit themselves. Chrome says, "Oh, we've been on the fast track to hell since forever and a half." Need to bring up a very good question for one of the smartest people. Which female actress should release a sex tape? All of them. All of them, and then we can compare them to one another. Mr. Smithers. Mr. Smithers got timed out for spam. Was he spamming details about Mr. Burns' penis? Because that we might needed to see. Money in my mind says JoJo's Kira versus SpongeBob's unlimited arm technique. Oh man. I don't know. Yoshikage Kira is a badass. but it's almost impossible to beat SpongeBob, so yeah. So all these notifications are messing me up. Street Racer says, "Why do you always talk about shit?" You got to be more specific, Street Racer. Why do I always talk about actual excrement? Are you saying, or are you saying that everything I talk about is shit? Be more specific. Don't come in here with obtuse comments, or I will slap you like the bitch that you are. I don't know where that voice came from. Nathan, Curtis, when are you gonna start your OnlyFans? Yeah, I would almost be concerned for anyone that joined. I should start an OnlyFans just as a lark. I'll post a whole bunch of pictures of myself like this. I think I will. I think I might do that. Hey, it was a weigh-in day for me. I've lost 17 pounds, so I think the only natural thing to do now is some nudes, right? We talk shit all the time in this chat. Get used to it, Chrome says, yeah. Specifically the shitty shit, Lude says. Indeed. Post toe pics. Gross. Feet are nasty. Punster says, Curtis, don't make that face. I have a girlfriend. You used to have a girlfriend. Barry says, so in addition, I think he meant in addition to the mail, my damn AC broke last night. God damn, you guys are having some shitty times with technical issues. So I ran to Target and spent $150 on box fans for the house. Repair guy can't come for a week. 150 was my super chat money for. I watch for your chats as best as I can, pal. Barry's. Oh, that sucks though. I hate hearing about that stuff. Just because, I mean, it's all stuff I can. What M was saying about car repairs and Barry's with that. It's all relatable because again, if misery loves company, I've been there with all of that shit before, guys. Says, I see League of Legends on in the background. I'm offended as a past Dota player. No, I don't have a OnlyFans WB. We're thinking that it's something that probably needs to happen. You guys, what? That'd be funny. I think I should charge like $1,000 to belong to it too. If we're gonna make something stupid, we might as well make the price stupid, because then at least I wouldn't have to put any content on it. Says, if you do make an OnlyFans, can you name it Scat Boys Comedy? Well, yeah, Lex, because the dude in here earlier said, why am I always talking shit? As long as I'm always talking shit anyway, I might as well get paid for it, right? I second naming it Scat Boys Comedy, Lude says. Hi, Alex. I'm doing good. LOL, toes are nasty, but actual fecal matter isn't. Honestly, agree. Wait a second. I never said actual fecal matter. I never said it wasn't gross. I just said I was discussing it. I can discuss toes and still think they're gross. Fuck, now I need $1,000. What? The worst thing is, I don't even know what kind of. I know what OnlyFans is, obviously. I live on the internet, but what do they post? I mean, is it just nudes? And the reason I say that is just because we all know you can go on the internet and get porn of any level and any type, any variety for free. So are the girls with the OnlyFans accounts just posting nudes and porn models? Oh, okay. I guess. Curtis Bays and Crisco Oil for an OnlyFans. There you go, Chrome. There we go. It's Simp Baby. If Curtis makes OnlyFans, I will stand. If I weren't streaming right now on this shitty YouTube app, if I was using my software, I would open another browser and I would go through because I don't know much about OnlyFans. I'll go through the OnlyFans thing with you, and we would set up an account. But I can't show it to you on. It just amazes me that they even. Yeah, because I've looked around. Yeah, I've looked around in the past. There's no options for anything on this when you use YouTube's own streaming service here. Bob Jones says, still think you would enjoy gay thug videos? Sounds like a good name. I might. People who pay for porn are the ones who are actually getting fucked. Shit, Okage says, yeah. Well, that's why I wondered what exactly. Well, I guess I get it. I guess because with the OnlyFans thing, though, I guess they're drawing people in who specifically want to see that person naked. So, okay, I guess I get it. But I just, again, with all the porn that's out there, it's like, why would you join an OnlyFans? Chrome says OnlyFans is basically just vanilla porn with a price tag. It's for simps, incels, and losers. That was if I were to start one, Chrome, that would be my tagline for the OnlyFans. Come on in, simps, incels, and losers. Barry says it's nudes, graphic videos, custom videos, and you can pay for one-on-one sessions if the person offers them. Okay. Bought one before and I was mildly disappointed. It was only $3.99 a month. Got what I paid for. See, I don't, like I said, I knew what they are, but I didn't really know what kind of content people offered there. Chrome, it's also for those few people willing to use those simps. Yeah. Hold on, it ran away. Incels and losers for money. But you paid money for the nudes, so you earn them through work. It's the same concept as erotic games. No, I get it. I just couldn't. You know what I'm saying is I didn't understand the concept of it because you can get all the nudes you want for free. But again, as I think about it, it's like, okay, it's because people wanted specific nudes of that specific person. I gotcha. Let's see. I fucking look away for a little big green says, oh, more spam. Main Logic says, "Hey Spaz, found your channel recently. I just want to say I enjoy your satire and reactions. Also tell Golden to come on back." Oh, thanks, Main Logic. I never encourage Golden to come back because, well, for one thing, we all fear for our lives here. But there's no. He shows up every so often. I wouldn't be surprised if every so often rolls around again. Your thoughts on the Zelda games? Favorite one? I love the Zelda games. I haven't played all of them. Favorite one is always the first one, just because I enjoyed that so much. I put as much time into that original Zelda game as I have any game. But that was back in the days when I was really heavily into gaming. I played Zelda endlessly. I played the NFL game where Bo Jackson was completely dominant. I can picture the game and I can't think of the name. That big surprise with me. Tecmo Bowl. Played Tecmo Bowl endlessly. And what else? What else was at the time? Pretty much all the sports games. Yes. So the original was always just had a Mike Tyson's Punch Out had a special spot for me because it was the original. Jorge says $5 a mess with Spaz Kid. Well, like I say, guys, the only thing is I don't know. We haven't been doing a lot of Punch Spaz Kid or that Spaz Kid because it's gotten kind of inconvenient where he's located now. I really don't have, Jorge, anything to mess with him with. I mean, I could throw a knife at him, but I would still feel responsible, and then I would want, I'd feel responsible for paying the medical bills, and I don't really want to do that. Turn off his PC, Isaac says. Dustin says, everything is content now. You just need to be creative, LOL. Heck, there's a chick that earns 6 figures a month by playing a dog, bitch. Really, Dustin. You know what? I didn't know that, but I honestly can't say I'm surprised that would exist, that some chick is out there. Oh, I've always said, listen, whatever. If you're making money and you're not hurting anybody else doing it, make your money. I don't have any judgment on anybody. If there's a market out there for something, fill it and make your money. You should. That's the beauty of the lifestyle we are allowed to live here in America. So get after it. If somebody wants to pay you to act like a dog, go make your money. Twilight Princess is my favorite, Bob Jones says. I'd have to look and see the for the content itself. Oh Lord, just go breathe on his neck. Guys, what? I don't know why everybody's so fascinated with me getting over their Spaz Kid. It's just more time taken away from the chat and stuff. Here, I'll try and blow on him from here. You feel that, Spaz Kid?
Yeah.
Is it bothering you?
Yes.
Good. I just bothered him. Barry says originally OnlyFans was for DJs, artists, and stuff like. Oh, I didn't know that. Like that to connect with diehard fans, but the erotic side of it took over. Well, the last part of your sentence there, Barry's, isn't that pretty much the story of humanity in anything? The whole Rule 34 thing, but the erotic side of it took over. Big surprise. Chrome says keep seeing girls already in relationships setting up OnlyFans, especially once dating big YouTubers. It's so sad. Have some self-respect on both sides of the relationship. It's definitely different. See, again, I can't, Chrome, I can't really, I don't want to seem like I'm throwing stones at them because, again, that's what I believe. Whatever you've got, if you got something worth something to anybody, I say cash in. Again, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, go for it. I didn't really get it with, trust me, nobody knows any better than I do how much free porn is out there. So I didn't understand why people would, spend their money there rather than like, on Pornhub Premium or something. But I guess if that person with the OnlyFans account is specifically who you want to see, that's why you would do it. Ah, Sajio. Sajio says, I hated being spanked as a kid. Then the erotic side of it took over. See, you're right. You can conclude any thought with then the erotic side of it took over. I'm not saying we should, but you can. Bob Jones says, favorite porn star? Scarlet Payne is my number one. I don't know if I have a specific favorite. And plus, I'm so bad at remembering names. There's this one, Oh, it's a black girl. I can't think of her name. I just think she's stunningly gorgeous. She's a porn star. Ah, shit, I'm not going to remember her name. I should just look up my browser history. I'll find her. I can't think of it. I just can't think of her name. There's just, I mean, within the porn industry itself, there's only so much you can do to differentiate yourself. So if you go beyond that and you just talk about looks, I just think she's stunningly gorgeous. Nope, it's not Jada Fire. Demi, Bob, nope. I don't think she's not like as far as I know, she's not like a top end really super famous one. No, it's not. Let me. I don't know. I mean, in all seriousness, I don't know if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Gosh, I don't even know what she does. All types of videos, so I don't know what I could. Hold on a second, guys. I'm away from the thing. I'm just trying to see if I. I'm looking for porn. What a shocker. What the hell can I search here to find her? I'm trying to think what type of video she was in. Because if I tell you the name, I'd be interested to see if you guys, any of you guys, knew the name. I think she was in. See if I can find her. That's not her. That's not her. I can't find her. I'm not gonna be able to give you guys the name. I just think she's stunningly beautiful. Yep, can't find her. Although I don't mind looking around, trying. I'll be right back to chat, guys. I'm just gonna see if I can find this. No, that's not her. Is it something Fox? FOXX? Now, as soon as I'm just on recreationally, I'll find her immediately. I can't find her, guys. I can't remember the name. He won't be back. That's the last thing I saw when I came in. Who says he won't be back? Make sure I didn't miss any super chats. I can't remember her name. Diamond Jackson. Nope. I think I'll know if you say it. I want to say it had. I think her last name was something commonplace in the industry. I think it was like Fox FOXX or something like that. Sound right at all? Oink says, hello there. I have not received any notifications because why would you have a functioning website? Well, that's the ultimate question for Susan Oink that she will never answer for us. It's going to drive me nuts, though, her name. Why do you also Chrome says, why do you all know so many porn star names? It's a reasonable question, but a question I think we all know the answer to, Chrome. I just Fox McSuck a dick. That's it, Lex. That might be it, Jonathan. Jenna Fox. That sounds like. Let me look up a picture of her. I think that's it. I think he's got it. That sounds right. Let's see. Yes, that's her. He found it. Yep. Her name is Jenna Fox. Jonathan got it. Yes, there's just something about her. I just think she's stunningly beautiful. Sajil says, "Give us your sticky stuff now while you're hard." I couldn't find her though, Sajil. I didn't get worked up at all. The guys had to figure it out for me. Yes, that is her. She, like I said, just as far as taste, I think she's absolutely gorgeous. Cthulhu, Simsimi threatened to stab me. I gave him bad wiggle. Oh, he's threatened to do a lot worse to us, Cthulhu. If you got off with just the threat of stabbing, you were actually fortunate. Shadow Dragon Ryuto says, forgot I was on my public account when I had Smash with Spaz Kid. It was a joke, no worries. That's all right, pal. Was hentai ever a thing you enjoyed prior to your anime days, or did you pick it up after or never? I knew of it, prior to anime. surprisingly, with as much as I'm into anime, it's not like a go-to for me. I mean, you guys know me. I'm perfectly game to go watch some hentai. But as far as a favorite, no, it's not a favorite. And yeah, I was prior to getting into anime, I was aware of it, but had a similar take then. It's not like one of my favorite things. But again, if somebody's offering to show me some hentai, I'm not going to say no. Broken Inside says, "Oh, that's kind of a depressing name, though. A sad name. Hello, I want to let you know that you're one of the coolest old guys I know. Thanks. Keep up what you're doing and stay awesome." Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Have you watched any hentai? Excuse me. Of course, I've seen some various animes. Like by most of us who have watched it. You know, not. I didn't go for any one anime in specific or anything. Bob Jones says being married makes you crazy. Probably, but I had a pretty good head start on it long before I got married. Winded Writer Films. I like that, Winded Writer. Hey, Spaz, have you heard there's a political guy who's trying to get into Congress, wants to ban all anime because he thinks it's all hentai? Let me put it this way, Winded Writer. A politician or even wannabe politician not being well versed in the subjects with which they want to legislate does not surprise me at all. Terrifying how often it goes on. And I had said this earlier in the stream, and I don't mean this to sound just bitchy. It's just because it's something I take pleasure in saying, but we've got a lot of politicians on both sides of the aisle who are morons as far as I'm concerned. Just the things they say, the things they do, the way they present themselves, they're kind of idiots. It's a little depressing. Dimmy says Jenna Fox can really get. Dimmy, I just think she's gorgeous. There's just something about her. She's got that, even as a porn star, she's got that cute little.
Yeah, no, he is.
I don't want to say innocent face, but just that adorable face and everything. And she's just a beautiful girl. Anna Fox, I don't know her. Anna Fox. Hold on. Dimmy brought up a porn name. You guys know I have to research it. Anna Fox. Let's see who she is. Oh, she's pretty too. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. Yeah, she's very pretty. That Jenna Fox, I just think she's stunning. Chrome says, "Hey Curtis, did you hear that thing about YouTubers now trying to sue Patreon into bankruptcy to shut them down? Apparently, Sargon of Akkad is thinking of doing it. Just another thing he's killed. How are they going to sue Patreon, though? I haven't heard about that at all. I'm curious. What is the motivation behind it? I mean, what? That's just unusual. Because what does the YouTuber care about what's going on over at Patreon? They're quite foxy. Dimmy says, indeed they are. Yeah, I don't know. Why would they have a hard on for Patreon? If you don't want to be involved with Patreon, don't be involved. No, I didn't hear about that. Punster says, Curtis, have you heard about Nicki Minaj lying about showing her tits if we got her song to #1? No, what the hell was that about? I didn't hear about that. You shouldn't lie about things like that. Mia Khalifa was gorgeous. Let's see. Let me make sure. Oh, hold on. I did miss some super chats. Hold on. Anti-Future says your anime reaction is the best. Love DB Naruto. Well, thank you, Anti-Future. Yeah, I love Dragon Ball and Naruto too. Just talking about Naruto the other day, and Naruto is really the first anime that I watched in totality, in succession and in totality. And it was just such good times. My wife likes Sarah J. Bob says Sarah J. I don't think I know that name either. Sarah J. Oh, there's probably a lot of them too, though, because you guys know my memory with names. I'm bound to remember their activities longer than their actual names stick with me. Sajil says AJ Applegate's the GOAT. I don't care what no one says. I'm friends with her too. Hottest woman in the whole world. AJ Applegate? You guys got me curious now. All right, let me look at this. AJ Applegate. No, Applegate. Spell. Oh, she's very pretty. Yep, very pretty girl. And you're friends with her? Bro, we gotta hang out, Sajil. Chrome says there's a big movement in the West. Ban, I'm thinking. Anime and manga. Australian Karens are being successful in getting some series banned off Amazon. A Florida politician thinks Dragon Ball is porn. Oh, God, you guys, it drives me crazy. I mean, as a politician or as an individual member of society, everybody has the right to have their own views and perspectives. But as a politician, if you come right out and express that you have no idea of what you're even talking about when it comes to the nuts and bolts of whatever issue it is at hand about what you're speaking, you should immediately be removed from consideration for any office. Because if you're that fucking stupid, we don't need you in there. Because it's not stupid to have an opinion. It's stupid to have an opinion based on nothing, on no knowledge. Have I met AJ Styles? Thoughts on him? I like AJ, Bob. No, I never got to meet him. I think he's a phenomenal worker, incredible wrestler, good at every element of the game. I mean, obviously, brilliant physically, brilliant on the mic. Guy knows the business. Baldman, do you know who Buck Angel is? She's a pretty well-known porn star. Again, not by name, Elog, but you guys know that happens to me a lot. I may very well may have seen her, may know her, but not by name. Steven says, just watch some of your stand-up now. I truly know what a blowjob is. Oh, okay. I think I'm trying to remember the bit. Oh, yeah, the bit about my girlfriend when I was a teenager. Okay, yes. I didn't even know that one was out there. Shows you how much I remember. Yes, I remember that one. Excuse me. Chrome says, Curtis, they're trying to sue Patreon because they got banned from the platform. Reminder, Sargon's the guy who sent gay interracial porn to kids on Twitter, claiming he didn't know they were kids. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Chrome. You can try and mount anything you want to as far as getting something banned or along those lines. You think Patreon doesn't have or not you. Do they think Patreon doesn't have an adequate legal team? Come on. And if you don't think that Sargon's history isn't going to play a factor into how serious anybody takes that, you can go fuck himself. I wondered what it could be, though, why they would give a shit about Patreon. If he got banned off Patreon, I'm sure it was with good cause. Punster says, Curtis, I offered my friend my spare sticky stuff, but he called me a pervert. I have no idea why. Well, that was rude. No, let me get this straight. You were offering to share sticky stuff, which is the ultimate compliment and very giving and thoughtful of others, and he called you it makes me sad. Willie says, my graduation ceremony is tomorrow. As far as I'm concerned, Gina Valentina is the best porn star. Okay, who's Gina Valentina? Gina Valentina. Oh, yeah, she's a pretty girl. She's actually got a very cute smile. And I'm being serious. I'm having fun just because she's a porn star. She does. She has a nice smile. But yeah, none of them for me have topped as far as just plain old looks. Not plain old looks, just as far as looks. Jenna Fox, she's just so beautiful. Lude says, you're supposed to turn up for sticky stuff, not turn it down. Damn white people. Milog says, Buck Angel is someone you'd recognize. Probably Milog, just me forgetting. No matter what, I tried to trick you into looking her up. Oh, I'll look. Buck. Oh, is Buck Angel going to end up being a dude? This is going to be my guess as I look it up. Yes, that's a dude. Oh, I know who he is. I wouldn't have known his name, but yeah, I know who Buck Angel is. Yep, I have seen him. Nikki Brooks. Niall says, Candace Kane, Blake Glassman. Don't give me too many guys here. I don't want to stay away from the chat for too long. Who was I just looking up? I already forgot. Was it? Where the hell was it? No, I just had a name. Oh, Niall said Nikki Brooks. Okay. I'll look a couple more of these, but I just don't want to stay away from the chat too much. Although this is a fun topic to look up. Nikki Brooks. What I'm getting here is I'm seeing a legit actress here. Let's see, Nikki Brooks. Let's look at images. Oh, if we got, she's very pretty. Yeah, very pretty girl. Oh, excuse me, guys. It's Candace Kane. Okay, I'll look up Candace Kane. Excuse me. Kayne. She's cute. She's very cute too. Nice tatas. Oh yeah, but again, that Jenna Fox is just something. Again, everybody's got their own taste. Just something about her. I just always thought she was gorgeous. Dimmy says, "Don't forget to delete history." Nah, I never bother that, Dimmy. If somebody's really that interested in what I've been looking at, I don't look at anything illegal, so have at it. And I don't get embarrassed. So, Bob Jones says, "Who are the most famous wrestlers you've worked with, and which was your favorite to work with?" Most famous ones that I've wrestled would be Jimmy Snuka, Road Warrior Animal, Tito Santana, Sergeant Slaughter. I've been on shows with, but haven't worked. George Steele. There's a lot more. I can't come up with them. One of the Demolition guys. Oh God, I know I'm forgetting a bunch of names. My favorite one of them to work with was Jimmy Snuka, though. Jimmy was a blast. I had a really good time working Jimmy all the time. And I told this story before. I know you guys have heard it. It's short and quick, I'll tell you. But especially me being the goofball, one of our favorite things to do when you're working a match, try and make the other guy laugh. And one of my favorite moments was with Jimmy Snuka, because we had put in a rest spot because we were both old at the time. And it was easy to talk to Jimmy because, in a rest spot, I was seated on the mat and he's got me in a chin lock so we could take a breather, and he would just throw his hair over so he could talk easy and not be seen. And he had me down there and I go, "Uh-oh, Jimmy." And he goes, "What's the matter, brother?" I said, "I just realized that leopard skin trunks give me a boner." And he started laughing. It wasn't that. I mean, it was a pretty good line, but it's just one of those things that in the moment it struck him as really funny, and he couldn't stop laughing. So now he's laughing, is making me laugh, which is perpetuating his laugh. So he starts taking his knuckle and pounding me in the temple, going, "Shut up, fucking shut up." He's going like that so he could stop laughing. He was a good dude. He was edgy, to say the least, but to me, he was a great dude. I love the guy. Xeno Game says, "Remember, iron golems will destroy you." I have plans for the iron golems, Xeno, coming up. The iron golems have declared war on me. And yeah, when we get back to Minecraft, I'm coming back at them. Chrome says, "One of these days I need to show you the vid on Sargon's political run in the UK and how he murdered his party UKIP. Spoiler, they threw literal horse shit at him in the streets." Yeah, and like I say, this guy thinks he's going to be taken seriously with a lawsuit against Patreon. Come on. Let's see. Leslie says, "If you are talking about porn stars, the only one I know is Alexis Texas." That name I know I've heard, Leslie. I don't remember the face, but I know I've heard that name. Cthulhu says, "My fave can fit 24 inches of rubber in the back door." Nice. That's a quality skill. Sajil says, "You hear anything about the Ryan Madison scandal?" No, I don't. I'm not familiar with that at all, pal. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm doing good, Gamer God. Thanks for asking. You got to go downward. Okay, thanks for being in while you could, pal. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Dead by Daylight. Cyber Knight asks, "Curtis, have you ever seen the game Dead by Daylight?" What, Brax?
That's the game that you've seen me playing recently.
Oh, is that how I knew it? Because I was gonna say I knew that title. Brax says I've seen him playing it. Because as soon as you said the title, it was familiar, but it was going to escape me. But Brax says he's been playing it, and I'm watching over his shoulder all the time when he games because as you can see, especially now as I go in and out of the room, straight in my line of vision, he's always playing something that looks cool, but I never have enough time to play myself, so I'm always watching over his shoulder. Barry says Free for All Friday is now. Look up Porn Stars Friday. Well, those two things are kind of simpatico, Barry's. Excuse me. Bob Jones says we need to start a petition to get on Jericho podcast. The stories you and him can tell us worth the effort to make it happen. I just love the old war stories. I just loved wrestling. I loved every moment of it. Really did. Zeno Game says, what are your thoughts about Donald Trump wanting to backdate the election because he thinks it's not accurate? Yeah, he can't do that, Zeno. And again, I'll be the first, as I told you guys, I'll be honest with you about everything, because where the left stands right now has pushed me towards the right. I'll be voting for him. But he's full of shit with a lot of stuff. He says he can't push the election back. Only Congress can. So he can wish, wonder, and dream all he wants. He ain't doing it. So he's with him. It's a lot of times I think he's trolling too, because he knows he'll get a reaction from the Twitter mobs and stuff, and they play right into his hands. Let him say he wants to push the election back. So all he wants. He can't. So let him say it. Dimmy says, since I'm stuck at home with COVID till I'm clear, my Minecraft house is looking mad nice right now. Got a kitchen and a witchcrafting area. See, I got it, Dimmy. I gotta get. I've gotten addicted, in the streams to playing that hardcore mode, which means I generally don't get too far. I've got to, after I get some vengeance on the Iron Golems, because that's next. I am going to take revenge. After I do that, I gotta get serious about staying alive. But I do. I want to create a world, but I like that extra added intimidation factor of if you die, you lose everything. So but that way, I can create some more shit. Although last time I just didn't know what the hell those silverfish were that killed me. So that didn't help either. Let's see. So Jill says Ryan Madison's the guy who runs the porn fidelity company and the main male talent. He just got canceled. Like 15 girls came out and said he cramped them without consent and violated their boundaries. Oh, so I hadn't heard that. Well, as far as what do I think, if that's the case at all, he's a douchebag. I mean, whatever industry you're in or whatever interactions you're having in the real world, if you're doing something beyond the boundaries of what someone is comfortable with, you're a dick. If that's, and let's be fair, if that is indeed what happened. It tells me Trump is afraid, Johnny says. Could very well be. But like I say, even given the fact I'm going to vote for him, I've learned to take, when he says something, the first thing I do is run it through the is this feasible generator, and it isn't. He's full of shit. He can't push the election back. Congress can. He can't. So I just don't pay any attention to him when he says stuff like that. My other favorite anime is Minecraft, indeed. Chrome says, honestly, don't think Trump's genuine on pushing the election back. He's probably just playing the Democrats to get them to say the election can't be rigged, since they'll claim it was if Trump won. He could absolutely be playing mind games. There's no question about that, Chrome. What his overall end game to it might be is up for us to try and decipher. But yeah, it could clearly be mind games. But again, he can't push the election back. So if he wants to tweet about it. You're not going to do it. Xenogame says, now it's a chair, a train, a tree, Susan, and now an iron golem. Your enemies are evolving. Good point, Zeno. Oh, that iron golem. And like I said, what he pissed me off more, it's not even so much that he killed me. It's that he did it so flippantly. It was just like, you're not of my league. And boom, I was dead. Fuck him. So I'm going to torture some iron golems. That's my next goal in Minecraft. Then I'll get to try working on trying to stay alive and actually building a world. Excuse me. Ty says, did you hear about the 1973 Ford Falcon barn that sold 300,000? Oh, a 1973 Ford Falcon car? Are we talking about a barn car? Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I got such a... Sold 300,000. No, I didn't hear about that at all. And actually, of all things, that coughing reminded me to explain to you guys, for those of you that are gooshers, I know several of you, I had asked you to send in video of the areas you live in or around, or just things that you want to put in a video. The reason I haven't used them yet, I didn't forget about you guys. I told you, you guys know I'm not a great singer by any means, but I like singing. So I had a singing project I was going to do. For some reason, and this is what made me think of it. I somehow was able to strain vocal cords or something. My throat is scratchy whenever I talk a lot. We've been streaming for an hour. Now it's all scratchy, and I just looked up online like we all do when we get symptoms, and apparently it sounds like it's strained vocal cords. I can't sing. So as soon as that gets better, because they say it heals itself, I will be making that video. Barn find TY. No, I hadn't heard about that. 300 grand? Holy shit. Wish I had something like that sitting around in my barn. Of course, I don't have a barn, so I guess the odds of having something cool in there that makes it even longer, I would suppose. Like says, see what you will about Trump, but at least he's a tight asshole. M says, talking to Chrome, they're all stupid Republicans and Democrats. I was talking about that earlier, Em. It's disheartening to me. It really is that both sides of the aisle have. And when I say they have people on there that are morons, I say it because these are politicians who consistently will tell you half the story to further their agendas, and even more infuriatingly, will take up a cause or try and pass legislation without even a full understanding of the topic at hand. And it just seems like we see that more and more and more. And there's just nothing more moronic than that, and it irritates me. It's just like, let's take the the Second Amendment debates, and gun control, so on and so forth. I don't have any problem with whatever side you are on in that debate, but it's stunning to me to see how many politicians will come out and say things like, "Well, we need to get automatic weapons like the AR-15 off the streets." All the time. From politicians who are legislating. AR-15s are not automatic. That's a very important distinction. Automatic weapons are already, for all intents and purposes, except in rare occasions where you can go through a series of processes to get licensed and so on and so forth, they are, for all intents and purposes, illegal. But if you don't know that, you should not even be discussing any type of legislation. I use that as an example, but it's with anything. If you're going to talk about legislating for or against something, and then your next sentence proves unequivocally that you don't even have the facts of it, shut up. But it's both sides. It's not one side or the other. Zeno says you should play hardcore with Spaz Kid over there. Well, Spaz Kid's actually, he is a good gamer. He in Minecraft, he could probably help keep me alive for a while anyway. That's a good quote, and so true, Dimmy. He says, in politics, the appearance of change is stronger than actual change. I could not agree with you more. Politics in general is all about appearances. You are 100% right. Or as Senku would say, you are 10 billion% right. Maz says automatic, semi-automatic suppressors making gun about as quiet as a mouse part. Politicians have no clue about guns. Exactly, Maz. And again, I don't mean to pick on that specifically. It was just the first example that came to mind. But if you don't have enough respect for yourself as a politician and as a legislator to go ahead and learn about the issue about that you're going to be speaking about, what you're going to be speaking, then shut up. That's the part that gets me. And again, I'm not throwing that at one side or the other at all, because they both do it. Dustin, I don't have an AR-15 currently, Dustin. I have my gun I have here for home protection is I just have a 12 gauge. I have a shotgun, a semi-auto shotgun. That's what I prefer, because see, for me, if I have to use a gun for protection, I don't plan on getting out in a protracted gun battle out in the streets. It's going to be because somebody came into my house that I don't want here, and I just want something that's going to make them stop living quickly and conveniently. And that's, to me, a shotgun's best for that, for close quarters. I wouldn't have a problem with an AR-15. I like ARs. I've shot them many times. Zeno says, send Donald Trump to the UK. We'll finish the job. Excuse me. Mesmer says, is it true Trump's talk no jutsu is on par with Naruto? No, he does not have talk no jutsu at Naruto level. No, and I don't even mean that to be a slight on Trump or anything. It's just we don't have any politicians in America that have talk no jutsu on the level of Naruto. I think as far as orators, the best presidents of my lifetime have been Obama, Reagan, and maybe just behind them Bill Clinton, and none of them had talk no jutsu at the level of Naruto. I know, Andrew. A lot of people say the same thing. Curtis is talking, but I can't help watch Fast Kid play League. He's goddamn kids. He's ruining my gimmick here. Best fast food place depends. Peanut butter. We've had this conversation before. If you're talking about best fast food place on a given moment, because I just want to go out and get something delicious, it's Arby's. Because that stuff, their roast beef or whatever they pass off as roast beef, whatever the case may be, is delicious. But if it was a case of which fast food place would you want to be next door to you for convenience, it would be Burger King. Because Burger King has the most things on the menu that I really enjoy. Because I think I like grilled chicken. Their grilled chicken, I think, is the best. Their burgers, I believe, are the best in fast food. Gosh, there was something else on their menu. I have to think about it too. There's something else on their menu I like, but yeah. So it would depend on how you're talking about it. Excuse me. Hey, Ty. People would become afraid to just say they don't know enough to speak about a subject. I agree with you. And that's, I don't know. I've always thought that the one sure way to make yourself look like a fool is to speak on something about which you don't have an adequate amount of knowledge. And I'm certainly no genius, but even I'm able to figure that out. You guys are here with me in the chat. You've heard me say it many times. If somebody brings something up, I'm not going to, and I don't know about it, I'm not going to bullshit my way through. I'll typically say, I'll take your word for it because I just don't know. Why pretend to know you're well versed on something on which you are not? You're just going to make yourself look dumb. I'll ask him. Alt wants to know which lead character you're simping for.
Character I simp for?
Yes.
Probably Akali.
I don't even know the character. Akali, he said. I don't know who that is. I know a little bit. I played a Spaz Kid taught me to play League. I played a little bit, but I don't know that character. Chippy Salt says, "Hey Curtis, long time no see. Good to see you, pal. Hope your family are okay and everything's going well." Yeah, everybody's doing great. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Hope all is well with you too. Yeah, everything's going pretty good. Ma says, when people in the military know fuck all about guns, feel free to ask a military gunsmith about that. Why the fuck would politicians know fuck all? Yeah, and the thing of it is, Maz, again, if it's understandable that no one can have knowledge about everything. So if, say, a politician gets not blindsided, but unexpectedly asked a question about guns or about gun control, don't bullshit your way through. If you're not well versed in it, say, you know what, before I speak, let me do a little bit more research. I'll give you my initial thoughts and I'll tell you if they change when I learn about it. But politicians aren't geared that way. They're not wired that way. They'll instead just jump into some diatribe that is filled with errors and factual inaccuracies and then not want to be responsible for it when they get called on it. Michael Williams says, The Rock for president, know your role, Korea, and shut your mouth. Rock bottoms, Kim Jong. I'd be okay with that, Michael. I know your role and shut your mouth. Punster says, I know everything. Everything means every known thing. See, I know everything. I know that definition. Yarbra says, got to drop and run. Throw a few extra stickies for me at the end. Well, bang, okay. Indeed, Yarbra. Thanks for stopping in while you could, pal. Sure, I'll throw a couple extra stickies. Today's premium sticky stuff day is free for all Friday. Xeno Game says, video or stream idea. Spaz Kid make you play a game he's good at and teach you how to play? Oh, we've actually done that in the past, because he's just a much better gamer than I. And I mean, not in the recent past, but in the past on the channel, we've had a lot of games where we'll play and he tries to guide me through it. You'll even see him doing it, not necessarily if he's in the room with me, not necessarily in game with me, but even in the Minecraft streams, if he's up here, you'll hear him yelling, advice over to me and stuff. Oh yeah, he's a much superior gamer to me. The only things left I can beat him in at all are some sports games. And only if, because I'm such a sports fanatic, the game has to lend itself to the real life strategies of the sport, and then I can have a chance against them. You never finished the Walking Dead game? Yeah, I did. I finished one. We didn't finish two, Swaggy bro. But the original Walking Dead game, yeah, we finished that. That was really, really good. If you could create an anime character, how would you create it and why? Oh, geez, Leslie. Right off the top of my head, I don't know. That's something that when any creative process, whether it's been in my days writing or anything along those lines, it's not something I can come up with off the top of my head. I'd want to sit down and think about it and think about, the motivations, the look, what kind of surroundings, what kind of genre do I want to have them, involved in. There's more to it than something I could just come up with off the top of my head. Shadow Dragon Ryu 2 says, any shows you want to watch that haven't been recommended, voted for in the Goosh? I'm excited to start sponsoring the boys. I don't excuse me. I definitely want to see Gintama, but I have seen an episode at the Goose and I've seen some clips. That's definitely on there. But there are so many series now over at the Goose being either regulars or being sponsored by G100 folks that I'm getting to watch most of everything that I want to. There's more out there. I do want to see Gintama at some point. I definitely want to see Hajime no Ippo at some point. I'd like to see Baki at some point. And I know there's others. But yeah, I'm really satisfied with what we got right now. There's so many series that are so good. That Toradora's turned out so good. Of course, you guys know I'm a huge geek for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. It's a fun time to be an anime nerd. Ian says, when Fat Boo walks around the neighborhood, the kids yell ice cream and then gets turned into ice cream for Fat Boo. Money, ice cream, money. Pujus Maximus says, I met this guy in real life once, but he wouldn't remember me. By this guy, do you mean me? Did you give me this screen name though? I don't remember this screen name. I'm trying to think of I don't remember the screen name, and see that would be the only way I'd have of determining, because I've been fortunate enough to meet a decent number of people that know me from the channel in real life, so that would be the only way. That's why I typically, when I meet somebody, I'll ask, what your screen name is, so I can relate it to who you are in real life. I don't remember that screen name. Oink says, speaking of making anime characters, weren't you writing a light novel? What happened with that? I am. Oink, it's still a work in progress. The prologue is done. Obviously, has been done for some time. The first story, though, it's held up by time constraints. I'm well into it, but I haven't completed it again just because of time constraints. Xenogame says, pick a random anime and I'll watch it. It's listed of, I'm not sure what you mean, that first word in that sentence messed up on you. In DBS, AS class, SAO, and MHA. I'm not sure what you means, besides them or of them. Of those, I haven't seen Sword Art Online yet. If you were asking which of those four, I'm not going to say one's favored over the other. I'd probably say watch Assassination Classroom just because it's so different than everything else. It's so cool. Boku no Pico, Chrome says. If you could create... we already went through that. English dub of Bible Black, Ma says. Everyone name the dirtiest hentais you can. Willie says, Joker is my favorite feel-good movie. It was a feel-good romp. You are correct. Oh, instead? Okay. Pick a random anime, watch it. Oh, okay. I see how it ran together. Watch it instead of DBS, Ask Class, SAO, and MHA. Oh, I could list you a ton of them, Zeno. I mean, you guys have exposed me to enough anime. Like I say, I love, you guys know I love Hunter x Hunter, obviously One Piece. Really enjoyed Kids on the Slope, enjoying Toradora, loved Overlord, Konosuba, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. The list goes on and on and on. Assassination Classroom is the best. Chusky says, "Oh, that was great. I enjoyed that so much. I really liked the way it ended too. I really did. I enjoyed that a lot." Punster says, "I love Ass Class." Oh wait, you mean Assassination Classroom? Toradora isn't it, Johnny? I'm really enjoying that. I'm enjoying everything we're watching at the Goose right now. To be honest with you, even the things like what with Chrome, sponsoring Card Captor Sakura, which she sponsored just to see if I would like something of that genre. That's really cute. It's, I mean, adorable characters, and it's a really fun, cute little story. M says I should do anime reactions. I haven't watched any of those except Dragon Ball series, One Piece, and your basic ones. Oh, M, there's so many. I never would have imagined. There's so many great ones out there. I don't know. What do you guys thought on that? I've been captivated by Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. But again, it's for a specific reason. It's just that Miss Kobayashi character clicked with me. I think I felt empathetic towards her as faster than any character I've seen in an anime, and that's what really got it for me. Lick says you would love Violence Jack, Curtis. It has children being butchered on screen. Oh yeah, that would infuriate me. You are correct. Chrome says, personally been going through a lot of classic series at the moment. Looking to buy up a lot of older manga like Inuyasha and Dr. Slump. Cool. Jonathan, that's an old one. If at first you don't succeed, then skydiving isn't for you. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to have to go. This is an awesome free-for-all Friday. This was a really good stream. I appreciate you guys being in with me. My goal coming in to the stream was to do some Minecraft later. It's going to be iffy. I got a lot of editing done this morning. I might have time to do it, but no promises. And if we do, I'm going to go fuck with some Iron Golem. Hold on, let me get this. So Kurosama says, I wanted to ask, what kind of anime do you like? When I'm actually trying to create my own anime, just a little side note. Kurosama, the thing with me is, and I've learned this specifically about anime, if it's good, I don't care what genre. I will watch absolutely any genre of anything, but specifically anime, if it's good. So, I mean, as far as what kind of anime, it doesn't matter. I just like a good story. If it's got a good story and got good characters, I'm on board. So there's no specific, like, I thought I would be, when we started all this and I started learning about it, I thought I would be predominantly shonen and maybe something else here or there, but it's not the case at all. I've liked everything I've seen, and it's been a wide variety of genres. All right, guys, again, thank you for hanging out with me. Be prepared because it is Free for All Friday, and we all know that that's the quality sticky stuff. That stuff we had on Tuesday or Wednesday, was it? Whichever day, it was lacking a little. It's still good. Like I said, it's like pizza. Even if it's not a great pizza, you still got to have pizza. But this is the premium stuff. Well, goosh indeed, Xeno Games. It's coming. I've saved it up. I've got this one ready. I'm feeling good today. So I think the sticky stuff is going to have an extra sparkle to it. Sparkle. keep this vision in your mind. An extra sparkle to it. Pumfu, sticky stuff. Free for all Friday, sticky stuff for you. Free for all sticky stuff for everybody. The ultimate sticky stuff. Free for all Friday. Bathe in it. Love it. Experience it. We'll bang, okay? Flashlight like Buggy. And as always, most importantly and always critically on Free for All Friday, goosh. Oh. Goosh.